Hello everyone. Welcome to the 27th session of Business Statistics 2. In this session we'll be discussing about the calculation of regression coefficient and the calculation of equations based on the grouped data. Like in the correlation analysis, the grouped data refers to a bivariate data which involves the discrete or the continuous frequency distribution. Let us discuss the regression equation based on the grouped data through a illustration. Obtain the two regression equations and estimate the probable sales of a firm which earns a profit of 40,000 and the value of correlation coefficient. Here you are given the value of sales and the profit earned. So let us assume the sales as X variable and the profit earned as Y variable. Now coming to the calculation part, the table of calculation is completely similar to the calculation of coefficient of correlation. That is, the first step is to uh, calculate the midpoints of each variable, that is X and Y. So here the Y series is a continuous series and we have to find out the midpoints, and in the X series, and Y series is in the discrete variable and there is no need to compute the midpoints of those Y variables. Now the next step is to calculate the dx and dy values. To calculate dx and dy values, let us assume 34.5 as the assumed mean for X variable and 58 as the assumed mean for Y variable. So when we continue the calculation, we have to calculate the value of dx and dy based on the assumed means. So the first one, that is assumed mean of X, that is assumed as 34.5. So dx will be 14.5 minus 34.5. Okay, so 14.5 minus 34.5 divided by 10, that is the gap of the class interval. So that will give us the answer, that is minus 2. So in the same way we should calculate all the dx values which is in the row. And the next step is to calculate the dy values in the same way. That is 68 minus 58 divided by, we don't have any class intervals mentioned here, so that will be, so the gap of the class interval or the gap of the values here is 5. So 68 minus 58, that will be 10. 10 divided by 5, that is the gap of the classes. So that will give us the answer, that is 2. In the same way we should obtain all the dy values. Now the next step is to find out the total frequencies. So all the values which is in the bold line table has to be totaled in a horizontal way and also the vertical manner to compute the total frequencies of X and Y. So when we total the frequencies horizontally and vertically, we will get the intersecting sum, that is 160. We can call it as N. The next part of calculation, that is the calculation of fdx and fdy. So we have already calculated these variables in the correlation table also. So the rules and the procedures will be the same for regression table also. Here fdx refers to f into dx of the same row or the same column. So here 19 multiplied by minus 2, that is 38. So 19 multiplied by the corresponding value of dx of the same row will give us the value of fdx. So in the same way we should be calculating all the row values of fdx and we will obtain sigma fdx. The next column, that is sigma fdx square, is obtained in this way, that is by squaring the value of dx and not the fdx. So fdx square refers to frequency into dx or fdx into dx value. So here fdx value is minus 38 multiplied by dx of the same row, that is minus 38 into minus 2, that is 76. So in the same way, we should be calculating all the row values of the f dx square, and then we will obtain sigma f dx square, that is 309. So the same procedure has to be followed for f dy and f dy square also. Once we obtain sigma values of f dy and f dy squares, the last step remains, that is f dx dy. So to calculate f dx dy, we should calculate the f dx dy value in each cell, and then we should total those values vertically and horizontally. So to calculate f dx dy, we should multiply the frequency of each cell in the bold line table, and we should multiply that frequency to the dx value of the corresponding row and dy value of the corresponding column. So the calculation goes like this, that is 10, for example 10 into corresponding dx value of the same row is -2 multiplied by 0, that is the column dy value. So f into dx into dy, that is 0. So in the same way, all the bracket values should be found out here, and all those values which is put in the brackets has to be totaled, and will be obtaining f dx dy. And finally we will obtain sigma f dx dy. So the total of f dx dy in the horizontal way and the vertical way should be same, that is sigma f dx dy of both x and y variable is same here, that is 20. Now let us move on to the calculation part, that is the calculation of regression equation x on y and y on x. So the first part, that is regression equation x on y. So we all know that x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. This is the equation of x on y. So the first part of calculation begins with the arithmetic mean calculation. So as it is a continuous series, the formula will be x bar is equal to assumed mean plus sigma f dx divided by n, and sigma f dy divided by n will give us the arithmetic mean of y variable. So when we substitute the values into the equation, we will obtain x bar is equal to 35.93 and y bar is equal to 52.37. So once we calculate the arithmetic mean of x and y variable, the next step is to calculate the coefficient of x on y equation, that is bxy. So bxy is equal to n into sigma f dx dy minus sigma f dx into sigma f dy divided by n into sigma f dy square minus sigma f dy whole square, multiplied by the class interval of x divided by class interval of y. So when we substitute the values into the equation, we will obtain the bxy value, that is 0.37 here. So we should substitute the value and solve the equation, and we will obtain bxy, that is 0.37. Once we obtain the coefficient of regression of x on y, the next step is to frame the equation of x on y. So x minus x bar, that is 35.94 is equal to bxy, that is 0.38 multiplied by y minus 52.38. So when we simplify this equation, we will obtain the equation of x on y, that is x is equal to 0.38y plus 16.04. So now the second step is to find out the regression equation of y on x in the same way. So y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. So we have already calculated x bar and y bar. There is no need to calculate again. And the next step, that is the coefficient of regression equation, that is y on x. So here byx is equal to sigma n into sigma dx dy, f dx dy minus sigma f dx into sigma f dy divided by n into sigma f dx square minus sigma f dx whole square multiplied by c. Here the class interval of y comes to the numerator and the class interval of x goes to the denominator part. Now when we substitute the values into this equation and solve in the mathematical procedure, we will obtain the byx coefficient, that is 0.075. So the next step is to calculate the regression equation, that is y on x. So when we substitute the values of x bar, y bar and byx coefficient, the equation of y on x goes like this, that is y is equal to 0.075x plus 49.67. Now we have obtained the two equations. Now we have to calculate the value of sales when the profit value is 40, that is 40,000. So sales is x variable and profit is y variable. So the equation that we will be using here to calculate the value of profit is x on y, as we are computing the value of sales here. So the x equation is x is equal to 0.38y plus 16.04. Therefore, the value will be x is equal to 31.24. So the amount is in lakhs here. So this is about the estimation of sales when the profit is 40,000. And the last part of calculation, that is the calculation of coefficient of correlation based on the values of coefficient of regression, that is r is equal to root of bxy into byx. When we substitute the value of bxy and byx into the equation, we will obtain the correlation coefficient, that is 0.169. Thank you.